Hey there, it is your friend Chris Luck. I am the creator of AIville, which is the largest community in the world for people like yourself and me who are learning how to use AI. Today, I'm trying to remember exactly what the title of this live stream was supposed to be. I think it is to basically to use AI to put yourself in any video or any movie, or just to do like an AI video face swap of like a video that's actually moving. So not we're not talking about like an AI image face swap, more specifically an AI video face swap. But even more specific than that, an AI video face swap for movie scenes, which is extremely difficult. And I was doing a live stream yesterday, and with yesterday's live stream, when I've been trying to keep up on YouTube with doing these every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. And my God, this is very hard because not only is AI moving at just light speed, but there's so much that I could talk about. I could talk about, just like new updates to ChatGPT, like how they came out with 5.3 instant and 5.4. And then I could talk about, Claude Code and like all the new stuff going on with Claude Code. But then I could also talk about OpenClaw, or do I want to talk about Perplexity Computer? And I mean, there's just so much stuff. So what I did was yesterday, when I finished up my live stream, thank all of you that were on my live stream yesterday. I asked all of you at the very end, what would you want to know? Like, with all the stuff going on in AI, what would you like to see me talk about? And somebody specifically said to use AI to put you in a movie scene. And I said, I'm in. I would love to do that. And I said, would anybody else in the live stream like to see that also? And a lot of people did. So I spent all morning, actually late last night, then all morning today, and then all afternoon trying to figure this out. Because if you look on YouTube, there is nobody that has actually created anything about this in the last 5 months. A lot of the videos that I saw and a lot of the trainings that I saw were 5 to 8 months ago. Nobody has created anything more current. And the reason for that is because it's extremely difficult. So I've spent pretty much all, many hours since yesterday's live stream trying to figure out what is the best AI image model to use, what is the best AI video model to use, what is the best motion control to use. And then I've just burned through thousands of credits trying to figure this out, but I figured it out. So I'm here to share with you what I figured out. And then I just want to do a quick shout out to all of you that are taking the time to be here in the chat with me. Jack says, what you drinking, Chris? It's not the usual ice water. No, this is actually my favorite drink of all time, which is sweet tea. It's very sweet tea. It's by a company called Gold Peak, and it is Gold Peak Extra Sweet Tea. If you've ever had sweet tea from McDonald's, it's that sweet. My mom actually used to make, or I think she still does, makes homemade sweet tea. And I think my mom's here right now. She usually is. Let me know, like, when you make a pot of sweet tea on the stove, Mom, with Lipton tea bags, like how many cups of sugar do you put in it? Because that's what this tastes like. And so that's my favorite. That's my favorite drink right now. Okay, so let me scroll through the chat because before we get started, I wanted to see if the person that actually suggested this video yesterday is here. And I believe it was you, wasn't it, Ray? Let me know if it was you. I see you saying what's up in the chat, and I think it was. So, Ray, because of you, I lost a lot of sleep last night. I was banging my head against the keyboard in my mind, trying to figure this out because it was so complicated to figure this out. And we were able to figure it out. So, yeah, sweet tea for the win. Good. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So, like the last couple live streams, yesterday's live stream, I had an agenda to follow, like an outline to follow. I did not have time to put an outline together for this because I just wanted to have it ready for you by right now. I was going to go live today at 2 p.m. Central. That didn't work because I needed all day to figure this out. And I figured it out, and I'm going to show you the good. I'm going to show you the bloopers. I'm going to show you what not to do, what will like burn your credits up, and what's up, Mitch. I saw your text come back through WhatsApp. I just didn't get back to you to my text that I sent you to WhatsApp. So, but thanks for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. So yeah, my mom said they use about 2 cups of sugar per gallon of tea. So that's my sweet tea recipe that I love. And Ray says, yeah, it is Ray's fault for why I'm doing this live stream right now, which is cool. So let's just jump into it because I don't want to waste any of your time. I do not have an outline. I'm just gonna get in and have some fun with this, okay? So let me go to my computer screen here. I'm trying to reorganize a few things because I want to make this very easy for you to follow along with. And here we go. So without further ado, many of you probably think that I've got to be like the owner of Higgsfield or that I've got a vested interest in Higgsfield because I talk about this tool all the time. And it's just because it's the best in class when it comes to image and video, more specifically video creation. And the reason why it's so good with video creation is because the founder of Higgsfield was actually the guy that created all the Snapchat video filters and then sold his company and then created Higgsfield. So that's why the Higgsfield is going to be the best when it comes to video stuff. Okay, so when you want to do a video face swap using AI, I will tell you, I have spent, again, I burned through thousands of credits over the last 12 hours testing out Kling 3.0, Kling 2.6, Kling 3.0 motion control that literally just came out in the last week and a half. I tested Google VO 3.1. I tested Sora 2. I've tested WAN 2.0, which a lot of people say is the best because it's a Chinese model, and then they don't have so many restrictions with guardrails and copywritten content like movie trailers and stuff like that. So I've tested all of those, and then I even noticed that Higgsfield themselves have their own tool that they call video face swap, where you just literally do a video face swap from you. Here, I'll show you. When you click on video face swap, you can upload a video file of an original video, and then you just drop in a profile photo of yourself. I thought this was when I did all my research, I came across this and I was just like, oh my God, this is it. Like video face swap for the win, because it just does exactly what you want. It did not work like I thought. So what I did was I did a here, I'll show you. So what I did, so I found elf. So a lot of you have probably seen this before. So you've seen this elf. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play, like, when you do these video face swaps for movies specifically using any AI tool, you have about 15 seconds to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the up to 15-second video that I want to swap my face with. This is my favorite Christmas movie. Well, no, I take that back. This is my second favorite Christmas movie of all time. My favorite Christmas movie of all time is Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. But I should have looked up one of those clips because that would have been really good. But here, let's just go ahead and play one of these so you can actually see real quick how bad, and I'm saying bad, the video face swap is. And yeah, Ray even said, I couldn't get to work right in Higgsfield. I blew through my credits, so I can't wait to see what you did. So I'll show you because I blew through my credits too. So this is what the scene was in.
I'm singing. I'm in a store and I'm singing. I'm in a store and I'm singing.
Hey! There's no singing in the North Pole.
Yes, there is.
Okay, so that was Elf, right? So then what I did was I just dropped that clip into video face swap. Then I dropped my target image, which was just a like a portrait of me just here in my office, like with my typical, green hoodie, blue hat, and all that kind of stuff. And this is what came up. This is not good. This is why you would burn through so many credits.
I'm in a store and I'm singing.
Hey! There's no singing in the North Pole.
Yes, there is.
Totally messed everything up. And what I found about that was the reason why it messed it up. And this is a big takeaway for a lot of you that want to do an AI video face swap by putting yourself in another scene. When there's two people in the scene, it's going to throw it off. But where the real problem went was when it switched from him to then this, to then him again, then to him, and then back to him, and then to him again. AI just lost its mind. It didn't know what to do. So then it just made me standing kind of weird on a stage using the words of everybody in the video. So I did not like that, obviously. That was a fail. So that was, and I burned through a lot of credits doing that because I was like, oh, maybe it's the video face swap feature in Higgsfield is the bad idea. So why not try it with Kling 3.0? Also failed. Why not try it with Kling 2.6? Also failed. I tried it with Kling 3.0, the motion control, which is a brand new thing that just came out. Also failed. I spent money just failing, like video model after video model after video model. So what I found is I kept starting with, I kept trying to go out there and find different scenes of movies that I could use where I could start with the video face swap and then see how it would do, because Higgsfield says, like, even in all their documentation, and I even talked to their support today through the chat, and I was asking them, I'm like, hey, I'm doing a live stream and I want to show people how to do a video face swap of taking a scene in a movie and dropping their face in it for a character. And they're like, oh, you got it. Our video face swap is the best feature. I'm like, okay. So I kept trying it and it kept failing. So here was another example. So we have A Few Good Men. Okay. So this was the original for A Few Good Men.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
All right, so that was the original scene. So what I did was I dropped that original scene in the video face swap, and then I dropped my photo. And when I say my photo, here I'll show you what photo I used. It was this one right here. So my photo actually it doesn't have the best lighting. It's probably not the best example, but it's that photo right there. So it's kind of just like me smiling in my office with a little bit of a whatever background going on. So, and then I just uploaded that video, and then this is what came of that. Okay, so I'm still showing you what not to do. So don't be writing notes about how to do this right now. So you do not want to do video face swap, because this is what will happen.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
All right, so it somehow put my face on top of his face, and it did. That's not me, right? It's got a little bit of a couple features. So what I did was then I'm like, okay, I want to just try out these other video models, and I tried all of them out. The one that is the winner for doing a video AI swap of your face into a movie, but also into maybe a video you want to create or somebody else created, is going to be Kling 3.0 motion control. Okay, so this, and again, I don't even worry about messing with the other ones because I did that for the last 12 hours and this is the one that's the winner, and you'll see the winners here in a second of what I did. So when you come here, you can actually look at their motion library, and if you just want to first kind of play around with it, you can take they take like some of the most popular TikTok dances that are like viral out there, and you can use them, like just click on one as like the template, and then you upload yourself, and then you're the one dancing in the video. But that's actually, I've learned by burning some credits, you can screw this up too. I made all the mistakes that you could make today. So how you can screw this up is if you use a video with Kling 3.0 motion control in Higgsfield, and the person in the video is their full body, but then you're uploading like a chest up portrait shot, it's going to really screw it up. So I'll show you how it really screwed it up. So I took here, I'll download it. So I can't even remember what the original video was. I'm trying to find it. Let me go back to the original video. So the original video that I picked, I was trying to pick one that would just be really funny to see if it was me. This was the original video right here. So I don't know if it'll let me play it. Well, you can't really see it, but it's this girl right here kind of dancing in the middle with the black top on. So then I'm like, okay, let me just upload my photo and see how it does with me with me doing it. It aged me probably about 15 years, and it did not look good. So here, I'll go ahead and hit play so you can see what I'm.
But you've been so out of touch, that about you way too much. Overall, I think it us. You've been so out of touch, you couldn't have me love, but you've been so out of touch.
All right, so that would be using Kling 3.0 motion control with their library, which would probably work, but you just need a better photo of yourself where maybe when it shows how much of the person is in frame, that should be that much of you in the frame. So that's lesson learned. Okay, so now back to what the whole purpose of this live stream was we had Ray Morrison that said he tried doing a few good men and it was awful for him too. So I'm going to show you my best approach for doing this, okay? So the first step one, what you need to do is you need to find a good quality video of your original clip that you want to be a part of. So for the Few Good Men, like I had to find this clip right here. Now, this clip was actually 16 seconds of a much longer clip that was out there on YouTube. So step one, you need to go to YouTube and you need to type in whatever type of movie scene you want to find. So another one that I did was Always Be Closing. This is a really good scene with in Glengarry Glen Ross. So once you find this is a 7-minute scene. Well, okay, you found a YouTube video, right? Well, you can't just put a YouTube video URL into motion control, Kling 3.0 motion control, or any video tool for that matter, because it tells you can add a video, but when you click on it, it's going to ask you to upload a video, and it can be 3 to 30 seconds. So when you see a video like this video is 7 minutes long. So what do? Well, you got to learn how to download the video from YouTube. Now, warning, this is a huge warning, is that you can copy the URL and then go over to Google and type in YouTube video downloader. And when you type in YouTube video downloader, you're going to find a lot of YouTube video download sites. Every one of these are terrifying to go to because I'll show you. So if I go to the very first one that pops up, because I want to download a YouTube video, I click on it, then you're going to see ads everywhere. But then it says paste in your YouTube link. And you're like, okay. But then I clicked to paste on the YouTube link and it just redirected me to something else. And it says too many requests. So right there, you're kind of screwed. So then you have to go back and you're like, okay, maybe it's working now. So then you paste it in and then you hit download. But then it's like, oh, too many requests. So it's like, what? Okay, what? I just need to download this video. And it's like, let's try it again. So then I click on it again, and then it's just maybe it's doing something. I don't know. Look, it looks like it might have worked that time. But then now it looks like the video's here, and then there's a download button. So then what you can do is just click download, but it's like, oh, too many requests again. So good luck trying to use a YouTube video downloader that's on Google, because they are full of ads and things to trick you to click on links to download software and stuff that is contained full of viruses and malware and spyware and really bad stuff you don't want on your computer. Another example would be this Y2 Mate. It looks really simple, right? So then you're like, okay, let's just go ahead and paste in the YouTube link, because we have to download the original video first. And it's like, oh, this is looking pretty good. Here, let me go ahead and zoom in. I'll show you. So we can download the audio. We want the video. We want the 1080p. So watch this. I'm going to hit download. It immediately pops up another tab, and it's trying to get me to accept and continue by installing some extension on my browser. Do not do that, because this has nothing to do with the video I'm trying to download. They're trying to trick you to download extensions that will then run on your browser that can then also take all your passwords, take all your logins, take your emails, everything. So then once you kind of know that trick, you cancel out of that, and then you come back here and it's like, oh, wait a minute. It looks like I can download from here. So it says, so maybe I click this, and then, so I click on that. And then it tries to hit me with another thing, and I can't even show that because it just sent me to an adult site. So do not use a YouTube video downloader, because they are terrible, and you're going to spend so much time going to sites and links and downloads and places you cannot go to and you shouldn't be going to. So, and I see someone says no pop-up blockers. Yeah, so if you have pop-up blockers on, those sites won't work at all. So, all right. So I went ahead and reached out to my developer right now that helps me with things on AIville. So we built a thing in the AI tools section just called Video Downloader. So if you are an AIville member, you go to the Pro AI tools section, click on Video Downloader, and then there's no links, there's no pop-ups, there's no adult sites. You just literally paste the video link right in here and hit download. And then it says your video is in line, your video is downloading now. And then I was just asking my developer before I went live if there was a way we could speed this up. And he says, what actually is going on behind the scenes is it is downloading on a server the video and the audio separately. And then it's using AI to combine the video and audio together in a new file and give you the highest quality file in one download. So what you're seeing is it's like 73%. This is going to take a little while because it was like an 8-minute video and it was a very high quality video on YouTube. But once it downloads and it gets to 100%, so everything I just described it was doing, it just did behind the scenes. And then now that's all done. And then now it's downloading, on my browser. So now you can't see it because my video up here is kind of covering it a little bit. But on the top right, I can see it's just about finished and it's done now. So it just downloaded the full clip, which is 7 minutes long. So remember, you cannot take a section of a video that has all these cuts with different people in it. You have to find the 15 to 30 second part of a clip that is where you want to be a part of. Okay? So once you download the video, so step 1, find a YouTube video that you want to be involved in. It doesn't have to be a movie. It could be anything you want to swap your face in. That's step 1. Step 2, download the video. Step 3, you need to open up your favorite video editor. So my favorite video editor right now is CapCut. So in CapCut, I just open up like a new file and then I pull in the video we just downloaded from Glenn Ross, and then I drag it down in the timeline. This is a lot of work. This is why nobody's probably creating tutorials on this, because it's not easy. So then you find the part where it's just the part you want to be talking. So I'm thinking it'd be fun if it just starts right here where he's about to explain what's on the chalkboard. So I'm going to go ahead and clip out everything before that. And I only know I have about 15 seconds to kind of work with here. And then I don't want it to actually go to any other, I don't want the camera to go to anybody else because that's going to throw off the AI. So I'm going to clip this down. So now I have a good 16 seconds of him explaining attention or always be closing, ABC, always be closing. That's what you must be doing if you're selling, right? Okay, so then you just download this video to your computer because you took the long YouTube video, you just clipped it to 16 seconds. Now you have your 16-second video. So once you have that 16-second video, this is what it's going to look like. So I have already clipped it, so I'll show you.
A, B, C. A, always, B, B, C, closing. Always be closing. Always be closing.
So that, let's say that is the part of the movie I want to be in. Okay. So then now that I've got that original version, now you're going to go back into Higgsfield to the motion control. And then for the motion to copy, you're going to pull in that always be closing video. So let me just drag it in. So it'll be this right here on the left. So the original always be closing video that's, well, not the original, the 16-second version that I made. And then what we're going to do, once that's done loading, it takes a second, then we're going to need to add you as a character to replace as the character in the video. So we're going to click on add character, and I'll just choose like my headshot. So my headshot needs to replace him. And then what you should be doing on this is you should be on the left-hand side, make sure the model is Kling 3.0. The quality is, I just do 720p because I don't want to burn more credits than needed because I burned a lot of credits today to figure out what I'm showing you right now. And then I don't even worry about, well, the scene control, you can actually have the background be from the image or the video. You want to turn scene control on and make sure the background is coming from the video, because basically what that's saying is you're telling AI to put you in as the character to replace the character in the video. Okay, so I did all that. So once you do that, this is what it will, well, where is it on here? It's right here. So I could play it right here directly in here, but I've already downloaded it. So I'm just going to pull it up so you can actually see. This was what it came out with. And this is how you are going to do the best possible AI character swap of you in any movie clip whatsoever. All right, so check it out.
A, B, C. A, always, B, B, C, closing. Always be closing. Always be closing.
So that is what took all day for me to figure out. Now, what I did was I also did this with a couple other clips so you could just see not one clip, but a bunch of other ones. Now, I know that whenever I was asked to do this yesterday from Ray Morrison, because that Ray wanted to see how to do this, I remember Ray saying he wanted to put himself in as the Iron, or maybe he told me to do me as the Iron Man at the end, at the very end of the Endgame movie. I've never seen the Endgame movie, but I found it. So this was the Iron Man scene at the very end where he was like putting on the glove. And correct me if I'm wrong, Ray, but I believe this is what you were talking about. Okay, so obviously the clip was a lot longer, but I clipped it down to about 12 seconds where it didn't go back and forth with other characters. It was just Iron Man. And then what I did was I tried two different variations. I tried one where I was not using clean motion control. I was using the video face swap, and I didn't like that. So then I did the motion control. So let me show you the one that which one do I actually have here? So this was the one with the video face swap. So it took my hat off, and then it kind of made my hair look like his hair, but this was not Kling 3.0 motion control. This was the video face swap, just so you could see what the results were like.
And I
Not too bad. But I feel like it could have done a lot better because especially after I figured out that I should be using Kling motion control and not the video face swap, know I had it saved on here somewhere. I might have accidentally deleted it, so you're not going to be able to see it. Well, shoot. I thought it was on here somewhere. If I do end up coming across it somewhere on my computer, then I'll show you. But the Kling motion control was a much better version. Okay, so now there's another one that I want to show you, and that was let's see, I got to make sure I get all these out of the way here. I have them all on my desktop, but I have me covering it, so you don't have to see all my files on my desktop. Okay, I showed you the Iron Man one. I showed you the Always Be Closing one. I showed you how bad the Elf one was, so do not do the thing like Elf. The Few Good Men. I can't remember if I showed you myself. Oh, I showed you myself for the Few Good Men, but it was a bad example because it was, for those of you that were coming in kind of late, this was Few Good Men, the original clip.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
Okay, so now, and I see someone in the chat says, how do we know which one to use? I've been telling you all along, you want to use Kling 3.0 motion control because when I was burning through my credits, I was using the video face swap, and the video face swap with Higgsfield was not good because it's basically taking the skin of you and putting it kind of on top of the skin of the person on the video, and it's not just replacing your face. So this is a great example, and thanks for asking that question because now you know which one to use. So this is the video face swap feature, not great.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
Okay, by the way, if you're liking this, do me a favor and hit like on this live stream if you haven't done so already, because I have been sweating nonstop since last night trying to figure this stuff out, and I'm sorry I don't have like an outline for you to follow because I'm just doing this all live right now because I just put the final touches on all this before we're going live, and I've got so many files on my computer that I'm trying to like keep them in order so I can show you like which ones are best and why. So this was Kling 3.0 motion control on that same clip. And this is why you should use Kling 3.0 motion control. This is me. This is not my face peeled off and put on top of someone else's face.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom.
So that is Kling 3.0 motion control. Did actually, even the quality is stepped up significantly than the original version. Okay, and then the last one that I wanted to show you, which is just a lot of fun, and then I'll answer some questions live if anyone has some questions live, is one of my favorite. You don't have to just do this with movies. You can do this with meme videos. You can do this with like anything that's kind of gone viral on the internet. Like again, if you go take a look at Kling 3.0 motion control on Higgsfield, you can see you could just take like things that people have done on TikTok. You could download the videos of your kids or grandkids that are on TikTok of a video they done, and you could pop it into Kling, and you could have yourself doing exactly what they did. Like it's pretty crazy. So to show you an example, this was my favorite out of all of them. So this went viral like 10 years ago, and it was just him on a green screen. And watch what he says.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
Okay, so you can see that's kind of funny, right? Well, then now I use I used Kling 3.0 motion control, and now it's me doing the exact same thing.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
So there you go. That was my that was my favorite one out of all of them, because I could take this and I could clip it down and I could make it, more of a 9 by 16 that it could then go on TikTok or go on Facebook or YouTube Shorts or whatever. And then you know what? What's really cool to find these clips, like if you're just getting into this kind of world and you want to do video face swaps of you in like movies and everything, but I don't know anything about. I'm the worst person to have on a movie trivia night for like a fundraiser, because I don't know any like, I don't remember movies. I don't remember who said what in what movie. So what did I do? I actually went, and I see there's questions coming in the chat, and I see you, Green. I see you, Susan. So hang on till we get to the very end, and I'll answer some questions while we're here live. But so what a final kind of trick that I can give you right now is go to just ChatGPT and then say something kind of like this. I am going to be doing a video face swap, putting my face on an actor or actress in a famous movie, but I don't know anything about movies. And I do know I need to come up with a bunch of ideas for movie clips where I can do a video face swap, but the movie clip needs to be the person doing a speech or speaking a role where it doesn't jump from different people from scene to scene to scene. It needs to be one person in focus during the entire time they're talking. So that being said, give me 20 ideas. Okay, so what I just said there, and I learned this the hard way, spurting through a lot of credits, that when you're picking movie clips where it's jumping from scene to scene to scene to scene, it's going to forget what face you should have been on. And that's the very first problem we had whenever I did the one with Elf. So you'll see, if you're like me and you don't understand movies, and you don't have to say actor, actress, you could say just actress, or you could say actor or whatever. So it's saying right now, Chris, for face swap videos, the gold standard is monologues. That's the word I was trying to think of. I didn't know what word I should have used. They keep one actor on the screen with minimal cuts and a clear speech, perfect for viral edits. So here are 20 iconic movie scenes where one person speaks most of the clip. This is the trick with the AI video face swaps. If you have been failing at AI video face swaps, and especially in movies, this is why, because you don't have monologue scenes. You're picking all kinds of random clips, and AI doesn't know what the heck to do. So it's let me know. I could do the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort speech. I could do the Braveheart freedom speech. I could do the Dark Knight whenever Joker was being interrogated. I could do Independence Day, the president's speech. I could do The Network where he says, "I'm mad as hell," that Peter Finch's speech. I could do The Great Dictator, the final speech. I could do A Few Good Men. That's the one that you just saw with the courtroom explosion. I could do The Social Network where Mark Zuckerberg was given a deposition. I could do Good Will Hunting whenever they were talking on the park bench. I could do Devil Wears Prada, the Miranda Priestley speech. So you get the idea. You basically want to find monologues, and then let's say you want something funny that, like on social media, you want to do something funny that people could react to. These are all great, but none of these are very funny. How about give me 20 ideas of monologues that are just hilarious, could go viral, and that have come from comedy type movies? Okay, so then you kind of narrow it down. So it's like, okay, comedy monologues are perfect for viral face swaps because people already know the scene. The delivery is ridiculous. Your face is going to make it instantly shareable. So you could do Anchorman. This would be a good one. Anchorman, Wrong burgundy. I'm kind of a big deal. That would be a fun one. Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends? Tropic Thunder, where he says, I'm the dude. Austin Powers, Dr. Evil, where he says $1 million. It could be you doing that. So you get the idea. And then I see, yeah, a lot of you are saying, you know, question like, can you do female? Yeah, you could totally do female. These are all really good, but I actually need all female speaking monologue roles. And then again, just let ChatGPT do all the research. You don't need to be Googling this. You don't need to be going out and trying to be the next best, I don't know, like movie trivia person to know this. So you got Bridesmaid, when the Megan Airplane monologue. You've got Legally Blonde, where what like it's hard. Mean Girls. You know, so you can just pick all these different ones. So you don't have to know and think about movies. Just let AI figure it all out for you. And so now that you have one of those, again, just for those of you that are kind of maybe join me a little late in this little party we're having right now. So let's say it would be the I'm kind of a big deal. How about, what was it? Anchorman. I'm kind of a big deal. So now what I need to do is find the highest, I'll just kind of show you to kind of close this out, like what my process would be. So you can see from start to finish, from doing a search on ChatGPT to actually finding the clip. I'm going to walk you through why I'm picking the clip I'm picking, and then how I'm thinking about this. And then maybe I'm doing this all wrong because I just figured this out like less than 12 hours ago. So I'm just trying to teach this like as I'm figuring it out. So bear with me if this kind of sucks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is look at first how many views. So this first one has like 666,000 views. The next one has 700,000 views. They both look pretty good. And this one's about 1 minute and 46 seconds. The first one was 35. So now I'm just going to go ahead and watch some of them. So I'll open them in a new tab. So let's open this one and just watch it. And what I'm looking for is 10 to 15 seconds of the person I want to be replacing. Just them on camera, not going back and forth, because that'll screw it up.
Know how to compliment a woman. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Do you know who I am?
No, I can't say that I do.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Sorry about that. I realized I was just muted. That's what happens when I play these videos sometimes. I was explaining that once I found the video, and thanks for saying that I'm muted. So once I found the video, I grabbed the link and then I went over to AIville because my developer, I had him build our video downloader tool. And then I pasted the link in here, and then I was explaining that now you got to wait for it to download the video, and then also download because what it's doing is downloading the video and the audio, separating it, then putting it back together to give you the highest quality version that's probably even going to be higher quality than what's on YouTube. And my audio should be working now. So a lot of you that are saying there's no sound, Chris, you should be able to hear me just fine right now. Okay, so now it downloaded the video. So what we'll do is I like to now open CapCut. And then in CapCut, I am going to then pop up a new project and then pull this audio in. And then now that the whole video in, remember that was 35 seconds. By the way, you all can hear me now, right? I see some of you are still saying like Ray said muted. Propagate says muted. Okay, Michelle says you're fine. Good. Because I definitely keep an eye on the chat. This is really hard to do whenever I'm live, because when I play a video, I have to go over and manually mute myself so there's no echo on your end. And then sometimes I just forget to go unmute myself. So bear with me. I do figure it out eventually, I promise. Okay, so now we are going to find the part where he's talking about how he's a big deal. Okay, it looks like it's going to be kind of right in the middle here.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Okay, so now I just want to make sure that it stops before it flips to her because I don't want to mess up the AI. So it's going to be right about there. And then I'm going to bump up the audio a little bit. And then I'm going to also another really cool thing you can do in CapCut. So notice the quality right now of the video. Well, in CapCut, you can hit adjust and then do auto adjust. And it just makes it much brighter. And it's going to look much better like on social media with it being brighter like that. And then I'm just going to export and I'll say original.
I don't know.
Okay, so now just download the original. So now I have the original file. Remember, if you're following along, all I was doing was I started with going to ChatGPT to come up with a funny idea. And then I came up with a funny idea, or ChatGPT did, and I picked one. I went to YouTube, found the part of the video I know is going to be the one I want to make all about me. Then I jump over to AIville, and I'm going to download the video with my YouTube video downloader. And yeah, no adult sites. Guess what? The adult site did pop up a little earlier at the very beginning of this. You could totally do this with adult sites. I'm not going to be making a YouTube video about it, but you're welcome to. Share the link whenever you do it. I'd love to see how it turns out. So once you download the video, then I pull it in CapCut. I just got the piece that I wanted the most, which it looks like it's only about 6 seconds. So let's just go ahead and watch the original.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Okay, so that is what we want to kind of mess around with. So then what I'll do is we'll go to Higgsfield. We will go to video, go to Kling 3.0 motion control. And then from here, we've got the picture of me from the last one I did. So now we're just going to go and choose original because this is the new clip that we just found. And then I'm going to say, once it uploads, I'm going to make sure the quality stays 720p. I'm going to make sure that the scene control is set. We want it to be the video, not the image, because we want to just put me in the video. So we're just going to hit generate. And then you just sit and wait. Now, I don't know if this will actually be done by the time we're done with this live stream because some of these actually took about 10 to 15 minutes to generate. I don't know why it took so long. But that's why I only had about 5 examples today for you because I spent most of my day generating these videos because the processing just took forever. But that's the whole process. Now, what I'll do is I'll take any questions that anyone has that's here live. And then if this happens to be done processing, then we'll go take a look at it and see how it did. But in the meantime, let me take a look here. And we see Wayne says you should use in-ear monitors so you can hear clips without bleeding into your mic. That's a great idea. I actually have some, and the only reason I don't wear them is because I don't like things in my ears when I'm talking because I like to hear my surroundings. And also you have like the wires that then have to kind of go behind my hoodie and then down and plug in. And yeah, it's a good idea. I just need to get better at actually using, or I need to get better at remembering to turn my mic on and off just whenever I'm doing it. Which version of CapCut do I use? It's whatever the latest version is. I feel like every time I open up CapCut, it's like, hey, there's a new version. You want to download it? And I'm like, yeah. Like right now, it says there's an update available. So let me look at it. Right now, the version that I have is 8.1.1. The new version is 8.2.0, but I just haven't updated to that yet. So good question, though. Okay, explain when we use video or audio from YouTube and Kling 3.0 motion control, do we get penalized for copyright law using a clip from a famous movie? That's a great question, and I do not know that answer because I've never done any of this stuff for myself ever. Just yesterday, whenever I was doing a live stream yesterday, I asked at the end of the live stream, anyone that was showing up live, if they had any requests for a future live stream. and then Ray Morrison requested this, like using AI to put yourself in a scene in a movie. And then a bunch of people on the live stream were like, "Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to know that too." I'm like, "All right, I'll figure it out." So copyright laws and all that, that would probably be some good questions to ask ChatGPT or Perplexity or something like that. If you're worried about all that, I just don't know. So I just learn how to do this like on the fly, and then I teach it. So that would probably be where you might want to look into. So for all of you that have the copyright questions, I am not the one to know the answer to that. That's where you'd have to use your own discretion in just kind of play around with this for fun, have fun with it. I would not use this kind of stuff and then like make it an advertisement, like run yourself as an ad saying you're kind of a big deal and it's like Ron Burgundy's voice and all that kind of stuff. That I don't know. Okay, another question says, could you just make an image with the face swapped and then use that as your reference image to make a video? So, good question. So, people that I saw that were making tutorials on how to do what I just showed you 5 to 7 months ago, that's what they were doing. So, what they were doing, they would take a video, pause it, screenshot it, and then they would go drop it into like today it would be like Nano Banana 2, and then say replace your face with that person's face. But then you have to be the trick. That's easy to do, right? But then what's hard is then to go into a video editor and then say, come up with a prompt where it is literally that exact same video footage, the camera movement, the way the person talks, their tonality, the mannerisms, their body language. So that's why I didn't want to teach that, because you're going to get very crappy results if you're not good at prompting, especially prompting to recreate movie scenes. That's not going to be very good. So you could do that. I didn't want to do that because that's not the way I would go about doing it. Howard says, can you simplify the process in a few steps? Yes. Step 1, use ChatGPT and find out what kind of clip you want to be a part of. Like what kind of monologue that's 10 to 15 seconds in a video you want to be a part of. Find that out first. So you literally just saw me do that, and it was Anchorman, I'm kind of a big deal. So that's step 1. Step 2, go to YouTube, find that clip, Anchorman, I'm kind of a big deal. Step 3, you're going to want to copy that URL and then put it into a video downloader. You saw how terrible these video downloaders can be on the internet. So I created my own this morning and had it put into AIville for you. So if you're a member of AIville, the video downloader tool is in the tool section. So step 3 is you put that link to the YouTube video in the video downloader and then download the video. So now you got the full length video file. Step 4, you're going to take that full length video file, put it into a video editor like CapCut, and then go find just the part that's like 10 to 20 seconds max that is the monologue, where the camera's only looking at the character. It's not jumping from this character to this character to this character to all the characters back to this character, just the main person talking. Find that clip, trim all the other stuff out, and then download that like 15-second little clip. That's step 4. I hope you're writing this down, because I ran out of time. I did not have time to put an outline together for this. You can always go back and watch this because you watched me do all the steps. Okay, so then that was step 4. You trimmed it, downloaded your new clip. Step 5, you're going to go into Higgsfield, and then in Higgsfield, you're going to go to the Kling 3.0 motion control, and then upload that clip is like the source file. Upload a really good just portrait image of yourself is the character you want to put into the video, and then you can generate the video. So I guess 5 steps. That's what it would take to be able to get it done. So hopefully that was helpful. that was very hard to come up with that like in my mind and try to like lay it all out in a timeline. Okay. Could Perplexity answer that? Yeah. So AI, the thing is, like any AI tool can really do all about the same stuff. When you could use Perplexity, I just always use ChatGPT on my examples on YouTube live streams, because the majority of the world, like that is just getting into AI, they don't know what Perplexity is. So I don't want to overcomplicate things by saying Perplexity or you should use, Claude Opus 4.6 and people are like what the hell is that? Like just use ChatGPT. Just whatever AI you want to use because all you're trying to do, you're not doing in-depth movie study research that's what you would use Perplexity for. You just want to come up with some cool ideas for like little 20-second monologues. Um, can we do can we do what you did today with AI tools and AIville inside Higgsfield? You can do everything except the video generation inside of AIville because we do not have video generation yet inside of AIville because for us to offer video generation like Higgsfield does, we would have to have a credit system because it is expensive as heck for servers in AI technology and everything to do this stuff. The stuff that isn't free to do. So we have image editors, we have all the top AI models inside of AIville. The only thing we don't have is the video tools because we don't have a credit system built into the world of AIville yet. We will be doing that, and then that can be like an extra area that you could use if you want to use all those in our ecosystem. But it's not like going to be some unlimited for life kind of thing because it's so expensive to run video models. Can you add whisper flow to your steps and add them later? Yeah, you totally could. I mean, for people don't know what whisper flow is, it's a tool I'm using where it's you just go to trywhisper.com and then you can like double tap a keyboard like a key on your keyboard and then it just starts picking up your mic and you can just start kind of rambling and think for a while and pause and say how about this? Never mind. What about that? And then it uses AI to clean up all your stuff, and then
I don't know how to.
It'll use AI to clean up all your stuff, and then you can have a much better prompt going in there. Someone says that's very helpful. Awesome. Yeah, whisper flow. Woo woo. Yeah, whisper flow is a lot of fun. So, all right. Well, I want to try to keep this right under an hour, and we're like right under an hour. So I just want to thank you all for taking the time to be here. I'm going to wrap it up because now I need to go eat something for an early dinner and take my oldest daughter to horseback riding tonight. And I'm letting her drive my Jeep because she has her learner's permit. So let's hope she gets us to horseback riding tonight. So that's everything I got today. I'm not sure what my live stream is going to be about tomorrow. I have a lot of things on my to-do list that I want to do a live stream for. So I'm just going to wake up in the morning and kind of take a look at my list, figure out what would be the most relevant as of right now that would be good to teach tomorrow. Then I'll do another live stream tomorrow. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because when you subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, then you will know every time that I decide to go live. When I queue up a live stream, you'll get an email about it. Sorry, I got the hiccups. You'll get an email about it, and then you won't miss out on any of these moving forward. If you're watching the recording of this, you can still subscribe. You can still hit like on this video. If you're here live, I do recommend hitting like on this video because this was a very like last minute. I mean, this whole thing, I just dedicated the last 12 hours of my life trying to figure this out because Ray Morrison in the chat yesterday wanted to know how to do this. So I had to figure it out so I could do it for all of you today. So I want to see how much you like that kind of on the fly stuff because I didn't have much time to kind of plan for it. I spent most of my time doing trial and error to try to come up with like what is the best steps to put together for you. And then I came up with that. So that's all I got. So thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you on an upcoming live stream and bye for now.